Hello everybody for OneWrestling.com, G-Man reporting for UK Wrestling Today. Standing with me is T-Bone. Now, the people watching at OneWrestling.com, they want to know, how do you get started here in the wrestling business?
For me, G-Man, it was a little bit different to what most people would be. See, most people are normally fans of wrestling. For myself, I wasn't really a fan. Mine was more for being at the right place at the right time to get into wrestling. I'd hurt my back quite badly. I'd done various forms of fighting beforehand, and then position and the place I was in said there was a wrestling school there, and I thought everyone had told me this was fake, and I wanted to see just how fake it was, and it turns out it's probably as painful to train as what cage fighting is.
So who were your biggest influences in wrestling and who trained you?
Influences. Influences for me came sort of after I started training. It's like that was when I started to really watch wrestling and started to look at people that I wanted to aspire to become. As for training, I started at a school that was quite local to me, which gave me very little as far as what I needed to know for the outside of that company. And then I was lucky enough to be in a position where I was in America, and I ended up at Killer Kowalski School, and I was there for a few months. That gave me a much better insight into what wrestling was really about. Coming back to England, I then associated myself with people like Dave Mastiff, Spud, a guy called Luke Dragon Phoenix, who sadly doesn't wrestle anymore, Robbie Brookside, Fergal Devitt, or Finn Balor as he's known now, people like that, and basically abused their brains as much as I could to get me to where I am now.
Very good. Now, we see that you've got a belt on your shoulder. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm currently at a Future Shock show where I'm currently the Future Shock champion. A belt for a company which I highly regard in this country as one of my favourite places to work. What else would you want to know?
Where else do you work in the UK, and where else are you? Are you a champion anywhere else? Who else do you work for here in the UK?
Yeah, currently myself and Rampage Brown are a tag team. We're tag team champions of Preston City Wrestling. We have been for quite a while, which is quite an honour. Other places that I wrestle in the country, there's GPW, there's Southside, there's All Star, there's Future Shock, Infinite, Just Do. If it's a company in this country, I think I wrestle for it at the moment.
The list goes on and on and on. And we'd just like to say in closing, what is? Are you on social media? Are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat? Where can the people at home get hold of T-Bone?
I'm on Instagram and Snapchat at T-Bone. Is my Instagram hashtag T-Bone is on Instagram, and then on Snapchat it's T-Bone_822.
There you go. And we'd like to say in closing for the folks at home, but what was that line? What's that line that the boss says? What, do you know it?
We'll see you at the matches.